What up, it's your boy DLC, AM Caffeine Morning Show, Butterfly by my side. Today, special guest, the one and only Fizz in the building.
Yes, sir.
He lucky I don't remember them B2K steps. In your mouth.
Get your morning started the right way with the AM Caffeine Morning Show.
So, today, man, our special guest, you know, what's real cool about this cat is I see him all the time. We go to the same barber. And not only is he from an iconic group, man, I really have to say that when B2K came out, there was no other group like them at the time. And since, you know,
Okay.
Fizz, when folks still bring up or still affiliate you with B2K, does it feel, how do you feel about that? Does it feel weird, or are you,
Nah.
I mean, you're proud of that, or are you just kind of like, I've done that,
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of my history, you know, so it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, the people that know are like the real supporters that were there from day one.
Right.
You know, that bring it up and stuff. Like, recently it's just been I see you on the show, I see you on Love and
Right.
Hip Hop, you know, so it's weird to see like the new generation just see me as reality TV star
and not knowing the history.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long has it been now, Fizz? How long has it been for you?
Man, we came out in 2000.
Wow.
It's 15 years.
16.
16, right. When you first, what was your first introduction and the first time you heard about B2K, like when you knew you were going to be in the group? How did that even come about?
I was in the group when it started. I started being in the group when I was 8 years old. But we went through various members.
Okay.
Like crazy members.
Was it always B2K?
Nah, it was Melodic before that.
Okay.
Yeah. We opened up for Whitney Houston on the, what was that, the 8th annual Kids Choice Awards.
Okay.
Back then when I was like 8. And then we did some other stuff. And then, it kept changing members, and it got to B2K when I was like around 12.
So at the age of 12, was it B2K that we all ended up knowing?
Yeah, we were supposed to be signed to LaFace Records back then.
Okay.
And Lil Silas gave us the name.
R.I.P. Lil Silas, yes.
Sir. And
so Lil Silas named B2K.
Yeah, he was trying to sign us, and he passed away before we could get the deal done. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. So then, once that happened and once he passed away, what was the next step for you guys with?
It was back performing for labels till somebody said yes.
Right.
You know. And we performed. I remember we performed. We got signed to Sony Epic, but we performed for them like 6-7 times.
For Sony.
Yeah. And the last performance was they flew us to New York, and we performed for Tommy Mottola and Polly Anthony back then.
Right.
And they signed us. They loved us. That was the last.
That was it.
Yeah.
So that journey, man, after you guys do the first album, and I think you guys brought like that new energy and that into the new millennium as far as like the boy band craze.
Right.
Like how it was when you may have been like New Kids on the Block or Backstreet. That whole thing, you guys kind of brought it back.
Right.
Did you realize at the time that you guys were as big as you were?
Nah, we didn't. We were kids, man. All we wanted to do was be just like Usher and Michael Jackson and, all that we seen before. So, like, all we did every day was rehearse. Dance, get up, dance, rehearse, and sing and, just try to be that.
Right.
Trying to mimic what we seen. But that was our passion at such a young age. Like, we didn't want to do nothing else but be that.
Right.
So that's where like the energy came from. Like a lot of these kids nowadays, they get so much attention on themselves, from the social media and all of that. Like Instagram, it's like you're getting solo fame. So like nobody really has that passion to be like, yo, let's do this together. Let's see what we could build, and let's really rock out and make it happen. Like I don't feel like nobody really has that energy to do it anymore.
At what point did you realize, at being so young, at what point did you realize, like, dude, we're kind of effing big? Like,
I don't think any of us really realized it until we broke up.
Really?
Yeah.
So even with the Scream tours and all that stuff?
Yeah, we knew we were successful, but we didn't feel like, we just felt like we were growing with the time and the effort we was putting into everything.
Right.
So it was like, all right, well, yeah, we did an arena tour. I mean, we did a theater tour with Bow Wow. Let's do an arena tour. You know what I mean? Let's just go bigger. Like, we just set those
goals.
Yeah, and it just happened. Like every time we set a new goal, we did it. So it was like, it wasn't like, we weren't like, it just brought upon us like, oh my God, we're famous overnight. Like we really put in work. Like I said, I was in the group since I was 8.
Right.
And then we got signed when I was 14. And then we didn't come out till I was 15.
Right.
So it was a process. Like none of that happened overnight. None of it.
When did it hit you that it was over? That B2K, was there like a defining moment when you're like, there's no repairing whatever the issues were, and like, we're not gonna be able to continue as this group?
Probably once I had my son, I was just like, yo, this is, I gotta focus on me. I gotta really figure out what I'm doing and just put my energy into my kid, So like, thinking about the past or reflecting on any of that wasn't an option anymore for me.
Right.
You know, so I just moved on.
And once you had your son and the whole B2K thing is over, did you still want to be an entertainer, or was it?
Yeah, I've always had a passion for music since I was like young as I can remember. I used to take my sister's tapes and put tissue on the side of them, record over
them joints.
I put the headphones in the mic part and be rapping in that, just trying to hear myself. So like I always had a passion for it. It was just like me realizing like, yo, like what am I out here doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like stuff is cool, but I want to be, I want to be successful. I want to be, that influence for my son that, like nothing comes easy. I want to show him you got to go out here and work and get it. Know where your passion is at, that's where you put the time and the effort into. So it's like, when that happened, I was just like, yo, my music, that's where my passion is. So I got to get back into it. I was falling off for a minute.
Right. So was it difficult for you raising your son, not having the acclaim, because you now B2K is no more, and now
right.
You're trying to figure out what you're going to do as a solo artist or however you're going to proceed in the industry, and having a son? How difficult was that?
I'm a real big, like, a lot of people don't know this, but I meditate a lot.
Okay.
So like I said, I know everything is a process. I never looked for anything to just come overnight.
Right.
I just always would sit back and process my thoughts and go like step by step. I make boards at home, like brain boards, where I'll put my name in the middle and draw out all these different ideas and just build on them as the time goes. I take my time with everything, so I just looked at it like this is a building process.
Right. Now, where you are you happy in the direction that you're going as an artist? Like, you feel, okay, this is a time that from after B2K, and like you're saying, you meditate and you know that it's a process. Do you think that process is now paying off to where you are now?
Yeah, I feel like it's timing is everything too.
Right.
And you got to know when to seize the time. And I feel like right now it is my time. Like people are starting to connect to my story. Where I was, and they know where I've come from now. They, for so long I was off the scene, but
right.
It's like they've gotten a chance to catch up and see what I've been going through. So now it's like, okay, well, what's next for you? We want to hear it now. So it's now I have the open door, the key to the door. Like, all right, here's the music now. If y'all like it,
right,
so,
right.
But I really, what's crazy is, like I said, even with timing, it's like through that whole process, like trying to find a sound, it's just crazy. Like I feel like right now, like the sound that I have is my sound, and I haven't had a sound like this through the whole process. So like, it's now that the time has come and the sound is right. Like I said, it's timing, but it's just like, it's no better timing.
Right.
It's like the way it happened for me was just ill.
It happened like it was supposed to.
Yes, and it was like exactly how I sought it out. But it comes from, taking that time to meditate and really seeing the process.
How did they first approach you about the whole Love and Hip Hop thing and TV show? Was it a brand or a franchise that you had watched previously?
Yeah,
and was there a lot of thought, like, maybe I shouldn't do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I never thought I would be on that shit. Ever. I used to be like, this is the most ratchet shit I've ever seen in my life. But it happened because O was already doing it on
right.
Marion.
Shout out O, the homie.
Yeah. And he they were, I guess some people's storylines were kind of boring, so they had fired some of the cast. And the cast that they were keeping, they were like, who's around you that, has an interesting story.
Saying this was their conversation to Omarion.
Right. And so he mentioned me to them, and then they were like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Because he was like, yo, he's a single father. He out here doing it on his own, like
right.
trying to get his name back and, working on his music and everything right now. And he got a situation with his baby mother. So he mentioned it to me, and I was like, man, I don't know. you know, he was like, man, Fizz, I'm telling you, it'd be a good opportunity. This is, a stepping stone for everything that you're trying to do. And I know you want to make things work out for Cam. So just,
just hear him out
about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, I went to the meeting. I met with Mona. And I guess she could tell my energy and my passion for my son. Like that's all
real.
That meant the world to me. You know what I mean? So I was like, if this is a situation where it's not gonna make me, play me out to be something I'm not, you know what I mean, or play with anything to go with my kid or anything like that, she was like, no, I promise. She was like, I'm gonna keep it as authentic as you give it. You know what I mean? So
do you feel that they've kept their word?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't step on camera doing anything that's not me. You know what I mean? There's no scripts or none of that. So it's all real. You know what I'm saying? I just give it how it is.
Like I said, every time I've seen you, you've had your son with you.
Yes, sir.
So when I watch the show, I'm like, yo, that's really him. Then I see the issues with, that trying to co-parent.
Right. I
see that. And then, Fizz, since this show came up, I know, you shed a tear, and don't tell nobody, I lightweight cried a little bit. But in the middle of those tears, I was like, his female rate just went through the damn roof. I was like, a female always wanted a cat that got a little sensitivity to. I was like, oh, he just killed it with right now.
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
What is their response when females come up? Is that something that
It was really funny to me because, we filmed for a long time, and
So a long time before it came out, or just a long time, just period, just a lot of footage?
Yeah, period, a lot of footage. A long time before it came out, and when it came out, we still
was shooting.
You know what I mean? So, watching the show, through each episode, I'm just, I'm getting all the feedback. Like, everybody hated me because I called the girl appetizer.
Which I didn't trying to cut you, but you really didn't call her an appetizer.
I was dumbing it down for her.
Absolutely.
Because she was acting like I didn't, she didn't understand. Like,
right.
Yo, I'm dating around.
I mean, you couldn't have said it any more clear than that. Like, we're not committed. I'm out here testing the waters.
And she didn't get it, so I dumbed it down. But, I apologize because, like I said, I wouldn't want nobody calling my daughter
appetizer. Right.
If they took it that way, then I
wasn't trying to call her like an egg roll or nothing like that.
Yeah. So, it was just funny because everybody hated me, and then that one episode came on, and everybody loved me.
Right.
Like, oh, you're the best father. I was just like, man, y'all are so funny. It's like y'all are week for week.
Right.
You know
right.
What I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, it was cool though, man. The funniest thing to me was the response I was getting from all my homies, like, man, you got everybody, baby mama out here not liking them. Talking about, man, you need to be like Fizz. They mad at me. I was like, hey, man,
it's in the streets. It's
real. AM Caffeine Morning Show. My man Fizz is in the building. Smooth, what we want to do? We want to play.
We're gonna go a little ways back.
We gonna play a little bit of that.
Just drop a little something on them.
AM Caffeine Morning Show. Then we come back. We'll talk to Fizz some more. He got a brand new song. We're gonna talk about all of the business ventures that he's involved in.
Yeah.
AM Caffeine Morning Show. Smooth D. Don't hold on to it. Fizz is in the building. Yep. So Fizz, you're involved in a whole bunch of businesses and some entrepreneurship stuff that you're doing. What?
Oh,
man, give me the lowdown.
Oh yeah, I got the first and foremost, I got the good lotion.
All right, so let's get on that. So now this is a real lotion.
Yeah, absolutely. It came about because I did a song called Good Lotion, and then my best friend who's actually here with me right now, his fiance makes lotion.
Okay, she got some vanilla? That's what I need there, boy. I rock that vanilla.
Got some vanilla.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get wifey on the horn.
So once I did the song, I started thinking about it because they were asking me for the show if I had any product that I wanted to promote.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I don't want to do a clothing line like everybody else. Like, it's just burnt out to me. So I was just really trying to think of something creative. And I was like, you know what? I should make some lotion.
I got the
I
song.
got the song, right.
Something
then-
every woman needs.
I looked up the name and everything. The name was Gucci. I bought the name, you feel me? And then
Smart.
called up my boy. He like, yeah, we could do that. It's nothing. And then I was like, yo, I want to name some fragrances. Like, can we make some fragrances that actually sound like the, that actually smell like the names that I'm saying in the song?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, we could do that. She was like, what do you want? I'm like, cinnamon French toast.
Right.
So we got a cinnamon French toast fragrance. We got all kind of stuff. We got one naked, New Ocean.
What does that smell
Full Moon.
like? What's that naked smell like?
Naked is the one.
That's the
I'm
one?
gonna tell you, that naked is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that naked is the
Gotta
one.
see what that's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I got some in the car. For
Yeah, I
you.
need some of
I
that
got some
naked. I
in the
can't
car.
put me some
And
naked
then
on.
I got the Drew Pierre. That one's like strictly for men.
For men.
Yep, that's my personal. That's my.
That what you rock,
That's
okay.
my name.
Right, got you.
So I put it out there like that's the Drew Pierre.
Right. Oh, that that sounds a little French there,
Yeah,
boy.
I'm French.
Okay,
I'm
Jean-Paul
Creole.
Gaultier.
I'm Creole. So like
That's okay.
my name is French.
Right.
But I got the Good Lotion. So that's goodlotiononline.com.
So right now it's just available via just online at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get it in some stores soon. But,
Right.
Right now it's online, goodlotiononline.com, and it's a whole cosmetic bath line. Like it's lotion, bath salts, body mist, body oil, bath scrub, hand and foot cream. So it's all of it.
It's all that, and is so you can get it online at what's the site? So we let folks know.
www.goodlotiononline.com.
.com, and it's a full, like you saying, it's
Yeah,
shower gels and all that.
everything.
unisex,
Yeah.
female and male.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait.
Going up.
So the naked is for the men or it's for the women?
It could be for both. I wear the naked sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, in
It's
case
like,
you- in case you gotta get it.
Everybody get naked sometimes, right?
I'm naked, girl. So I got the lotion, and then I got my son. I'm setting up my son, so his brand is Cam Kid, and I got his shoes. He has his own shoe.
Right now, how many followers does Cam have on Instagram?
Ah man, I think he had like 30,000.
Smashing
And
me.
I just opened his account like
Smashing
for the
me.
longest for like a year. He had about 5,000 followers,
Still
and I
smashing
had
me.
not one post up, not a picture or nothing.
Right.
Like zero. And then I said, all right, I'm about to, start his brand. Let me start putting some pictures up and get his stuff going. Yo, that jumped up overnight. Like,
Right.
I was like, God damn, I love you, man. It's crazy. So,
Does he understand what
No,
not at
none
all.
of it. He'd be like, what? But then, like, I took him with me to a signing I had at Shoe Palace, and he was grabbing the papers after me signing autographs. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Fall back, homie.
He got
He
fans
in there
too.
taking pictures, putting the peace sign up. I'm like, bro, you killing me right now, bro.
He got a following.
And if you see him, he just like he's on TV, he's like the flyest little kid.
Yeah, man.
Just like got flavor, but doesn't do too much. He's not jumping all like some of these old retarded ass kids. Nah, he's just real laid back, real cool cat.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he be chilling, man.
That's dope. So, are his shoes available now,
Yeah,
or you just?
they're available on camkid.bigcartel.com.
Damn, he got shoes
Yeah,
and shit.
he got his own shoe. We working
Good
on the
money,
clothing
Mike.
line about to come out for him.
Right.
And then actually bringing them up to Vegas next week because I think it's called CEU. That going on.
Right.
With the new technology.
The technology. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Iohawk has got a booth up there, so they want me to bring them up. They're gonna give them a personalized board and have them teaching the kids how to ride the board.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
He about to surpass you in a minute,
you know,
damn
I'm
it.
trying to get them on that Disney though. I'm like, yeah, get
Okay.
you some
I'll
of that
get
Disney
some of that
money, son.
Nickelodeon money or
You feel
something
me?
like
Get
that.
some good
Go
headshot.
ahead, man. Like that.
AM Caffeine Morning Show. So Fizz, introduce. So you have a new single out.
Yeah.
Introduce that. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. I got the EP is gonna be dropping in a few months. It's called How to Be a Player.
Okay.
And this is a sneak single for the EP. This is Good Lotion. This is not the official single.
Right. Just a little sneak peek
Yeah,
of what
just
you
a
have
little
going on.
sneak peek.
Are you doing this independently? Is there a label
Yeah, it's
involved?
independent.
Independent.
Yes, sir.
Keep all that money,
The way to
kid,
go.
boy.
Yeah.
Right. AM Caffeine Morning Show. Fizz rocked with us this whole hour.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Fizz, how can folks find you on social media?
Yeah,
Let
check
them know.
me out on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. My Instagram and Twitter is airfizzo, AIRFIZZO, and then my Instagram is d.fizzo. You know, these people be taking names.
Right. Ain't that the worst?
It's terrible. It's terrible. I be like, bruh, you are not me, bruh.
Right.
Do you get is there a lot of fake pages? You have a lot of fake Fizz pages,
I'm
or
sure there is. I don't be looking though.
right?
I don't know, but I'm sure there is. I seen like some of them let you know though they're a fan page, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I've seen a couple of.
And when they make fake,
my nephew has my name too. He's like Air Fizzo Jr. I'm like, bro,
Right
let
that
me
way.
live, bro.
Right
Hey.
AM Caffeine Morning Show, so Smooth D.
Yes, sir.
Let's drop this. I need some fanfare, dude. Give me some applause. Give me some bombs. Give me something on this new joint that Fizz is about to. Little sneak peek of his EP. Fizz, do you have a name of the EP yet?
Yeah, it's called How to Be a Player.
How to Be a Player. He did say that. I'm a retard.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop 2 singles though at once too. When I drop
When
the radio,
the official.
yeah, I got one I'm gonna drop called Ball and another one called Hangover with T-Fly.
Oh, okay. So Smooth D. AM Caffeine Morning Show. Fizz, man.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you rocking with us. And, you know, I've been trying to have you come up here for a minute, but like you said, everything happens the time that it's supposed to.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for rocking with us, Smooth D.
Me, bro.
Brand new joint. Fizz, good lotion. I need some of that naked, too.
Good lotion. I got you.
Good lotion. We need it. AM Caffeine Morning Show. You guys enjoy the rest of your day in your mouth. Enjoy your weekend. Smooth D. Let it go, dog.
In your mouth.
Thanks, Fizz.
Yeah.